Can't be too loud because it's the middle. Can't be too loud because it's the middle of the night. But I've sat on this topic for a minute, and if you follow me on Twitter, it's been a hell week, month on Twitter. So here's just sort of a thing I've had on my mind. The title of this video is going to be, "You Can Do This." By this I mean whatever the hell it is I have going on. I think I have a pretty good thing going on, and you can do this. And by that I mean, I'm always coming up against other women in my life who will ignore the hands, who will be complaining about situations and this sort of like the pressure to do femininity, and I'm like, I just don't do those things, and they're like, oh, but I couldn't. And it's been very hard for me to get my mind around, because to me it came so easy. So the point is, you can be ugly if you'd like. I felt for a time that I need a reason, and transition became my reason to cut my hair. You know, I felt like I need a reason to change up my whole wardrobe or get a haircut. But you know what? You don't need a reason. I didn't need to transition to do all of the things that I did. I mean, some of the things that I did. This voice came from transitioning. But, you know, all of the clothes that I wear and stuff, I didn't need permission, I didn't need a label, I didn't need an excuse. You can just do it. You can just say, I'm a lady, and also, I'm not going to shave anything anymore. And you can just do that. And people, that's a lot harder for some people, but I just want to encourage you with this. I took notes. Sorry, I'm cooking at the same time. I'm not going to deny that other people's opinions of you matter. And that you are a social being. You know, you can try to imagine what would I want for myself if I lived on a desert island, but that island doesn't exist. And so you can't know what you would want because you are a social being, and you've always lived here. And here is a hell pit. Welcome. We're all trying to get along the best we can. So, but here's what I want to propose. So, if, say, you're someone who shaves your body hair off, and I'm like, you know, you could just not, and it wouldn't matter. A list of people comes into your head, and it's those people who it would matter to them. And so because those people matter to you, because they're like your family, like, I can say it doesn't hurt me all I want when people would tell me that I should do femininity practices. But like when it's your mom telling you that you're gross, you feel that. Or like when you're going out for more professional jobs, where like if you're not showing up in full face makeup or heels and a pencil skirt, you're looked down on. And what I want to propose is that you don't want those things. You might think you want those things, but you don't, you know? So, the list of people who came into your head who were the reasons why you can't chase whatever dream it is that you want to do with your flesh suit to make yourself comfortable. They're probably not going to disown you entirely, right? Even if they think it's gross at first, you can always say, and I said back then we're talking like middle school, like first few years of having anything to shave at all. And I was already like, no, you taught me about feminism. You said I can be and do whatever I want. I want to be someone who doesn't shave. You can't teach me these things and to think for myself and then get mad when I do entirely. And if they are going to disown you entirely, if like your friends aren't going to hang out with you anymore because you have hairy legs, you had shitty friends. If you can't get a job, if you can't get a promotion at a place because you dress in a way that is what's making you comfortable, you're not going to want to be in that job for a long time. When you find yourself in situations like that, like, use them for what you can get out of it and then move on. Because anybody who's like, do whatever you can, within reason, to make yourself comfortable, right? Like, I sometimes can make people uncomfortable because they can't place me in a gender box right away. And I used to feel really awkward about that. So I did everything I could to, like, fit the man box better so that people could sort me, so they would know what to do with me, so they'd be comfortable, so they'd treat me better. And it worked for a time. But then the best cure for social anxiety is to only socialize with people who you feel okay hanging out with. And I had to change a lot about my life, and I had to move, and I went through a lot of weird periods. And I make barely above minimum wage in a weird college town now. Like, I'm not living high on the hog, you know. But I found the place that I'm comfortable, and I'm gonna stay there. And anybody who, like, if I make other people uncomfortable, it's like, because then it's an at first thing, and oh, they didn't know, and it's a little awkward, but, like, it's a growth moment. And if I make someone uncomfortable in such a way that they get mad at me, that my just existing as I am ruined their day, and they had to get pissy about it, like, they're assholes. They're jerks. It's beyond I don't care what they think, because I do still care what they think. But I care in the direction of pissing them off. If you're that much of a judgmental person, you deserve to have your day ruined. Hi, I'm here to ruin your day. You know? And so, it's all part of a process that I had of redirecting a lot of anger that I had in it myself out back at the world. And maybe it doesn't work for everyone to be an angry, cynical person, but I've managed to direct it in such a way that I'm pretty happy. It's near religion, where there's this, like, other. And I can just direct all of this hate that I used to have of myself out on society at large, and I directed it at systems. And so now I just see my place within the matrix, and I'm pissed off about it, and I'm here to make sure everyone knows. But if they don't have to, and it'll make my life go faster for them to just say, hello, sir, yeah, I'm gonna take it. It's better, it's easier. Whatever. Yeah, just like, I wouldn't want friends that I would have to dress up to get to know. I wouldn't want a job I'd have to dress up to get. And that's worth it to me. I don't know what anyone else's standards are. You know, you live your own life. But I made my decisions, and my decisions are that I'm here to piss off people who deserve to have their day ruined. But mostly people think I'm cool. And so I'd be lying if I didn't say that having a pool of people to lean back on didn't make that easier. But you've got to be choosy about who you're going to give your time to if you're going to find those people. who are really worth investing in. You know, I don't want to have to reintroduce myself to people too many times, even being myself. There's a couple of us. But, you know, I have stuff worth sharing, and I'm worth getting to know, and I don't have to fit some other box. The fact that I've lived in two worlds and understand both and have thought about it a lot is valuable, and it's worth sharing. And I'm not gonna fake being something or another to make other people more comfortable with it. And that's, so see, you can do this. Back to what I was saying, you can do this. You can think hard about your place in society and, like, come to decisions, and everyone should be doing that, whatever. But, like, you can drop femininity practices and not transition and think of yourself as some sort of whatever, trans, if that's your situation. But you can also detransition and, like, be trans and then think of yourself as, maybe I am more like a kind of a woman, and still hold on to all of this space and still hold on to your new voice and your experiences and understand yourself as, like, a kind of woman. And you can transition and do that. You can do anything. You can do anything you set your mind to. Everyone else on the world is an idiot except you, because you're the only real person, because the world is a simulation set up to test your brain. Probably. Who knows? Anyways, this is long enough. I got through most of my notes. Yeah. I'm great at YouTube, whatever.